Good morning, guys. I'm sitting out here in my truck. They had to cut the gas off to the heat in the house, and plus it stunk in there for a long time. So when we're traveling out from where we're staying, I just come and I sit in the truck, for the I don't know. I don't get started. Drop the kids off around 7:30, and so I don't get started, when I'm working till like 8:30, something like that. We got a we had a cool fall to begin with, and then it warmed up, and then it got cold again, and this morning it's so-so. It's like 30, 35, and I'm just sitting in my truck. But one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is I'm sure I've mentioned it on the channel before, but I can't stand the cold. I don't like wintertime. I don't like cold weather. And having a service business, an exterior service business, let's say that, having an exterior service business in the wintertime, to me, sucks. Okay. I mean, luckily here in Tennessee, I guess it's a two-edged sword. You're thankful for the blessings and you're thankful for the work. But at the same time, it sucks sometimes too, because you just don't want that. You don't want to get out and go to work in the mornings. And, sometimes everything's frosted over. It's 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. You don't want to take off then, but you got to, because it's going to get dark earlier if you got a busy schedule. So, one of the reasons that I started, looking into life insurance is I listened to podcasts all day. It took a while. It took almost a year for me just to download Spotify so I could, and I listened to Brad Lea. That's Brad, Lea, the real Brad Lea. And, when he had Sean Mike on there from FFL talking about life insurance, one thing they were talking about is, anybody in any industry would be able to sell life insurance. Even if they're not good talkers, even if they, aren't good salesmen, they can do it. And he said, that he come from a family of blue collar workers, and, that he would try to talk to them about, things, but they're just blue collar workers. They have that blue collar mentality. And I'm not here today to say there's anything wrong with that, but, all throughout the year, spring we start up, it's a little cool. You may work in a jacket, then summertime hits and it's super hot. And like I deal with that so much better than I do the cold. But, if I was in my house right now, it's a good warm 70, 71. I could be sitting in a comfortable chair, having my laptop and iPad and my phone around, and be dialing and trying to sell life insurance. So, like I said, I'm not knocking on blue collar workers, because I've been one for 26 years. Whether I was working in a plant or whether I was working for myself. And you'd think working in a plant, you wouldn't have to deal with the weather like you do, but you really do, because after so many years that we didn't have heat or air, and so you couldn't breathe in the summertime, and you'd freeze to death, in the wintertime. So it was just about as bad as working outside. But, excuse me, but one thing that Brad talks about in one of his podcasts is blue collar workers, and them being a proud people and being proud to be blue collar. And, I have that mentality. I have that mentality because that's, my papa grew up, my papa working on things. He always fixed stuff. My dad would work on things. We didn't come from a family that paid to get stuff done. If it was broke, we fixed it. And I grew up like that. So, that's just the mentality I've always had. I wanted to have a service business so I could help people. People that couldn't do things themselves, I come in and, that's where I come in and take care of it. But don't be afraid to get out of that blue collar mentality. You're going to save your body, and you're going to be more comfortable. Now, some people, you can't talk them out of it, because, that's what they like. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you love that and you like that, don't listen to this. But for the ones that are getting up every morning and they go outside and they got to start their vehicle for 20 or 30 minutes to let it warm up, and then they go work in a plant somewhere and it's freezing cold or burning up hot, or, you know, you just work somewhere where it's not climate controlled. It sucks. I mean, it really does. I'm not gonna lie about it. It really does. And you know, I had that blue collar mentality up until a few months ago, and then maybe as I get older, I'm getting soft. I don't know, but I just got to the point to where I said, you know, I don't want to. I don't want to go out and work in the weather every day. You know, I'd like to just sit in here and in my jogging pants and you know, dial all day and try to help people that way, help them with my mind instead of helping them with my body. And so as I get older, you know, you're beating and banging on a mower all day long. You're carrying a trimmer around. You're carrying a blower around. You're pulling hoses. You're in and out of the truck, up and down. You're mixing chemicals. You know, there's so many things that go into my business. And, you know, as I get older, all those things will take a toll on you. And I don't want that. I want to be able to kind of cut it off now and protect my body for the next 40 years and hopefully do it some good instead of keep doing it harm. So, you know, that's another reason that I wanted to sell life insurance is, you know, as I'm talking to, or I'm listening to that podcast and Brad's talking about a blue collar mentality, you know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, hey, that's me. I used to be like, oh man, you know, I have my own service business, my own exterior service business, because I liked feeling that blue collar way. You know, I come from a family that fixes things their own. We don't call people to fix things for us. And when I could have a business where I could go take care of things for people, that made me feel even better. Well, not that I don't still have that mentality and that I still don't have that thought process, but now I'm just going to be helping people in a different way. And if I can do that within the luxury of my house or you know, anywhere I go, you know, anywhere I go in the world, I can sell life insurance. If I go on vacation, I can sell life insurance. As long as I have an internet connection or a phone, I can still work. If I go on vacation and I go, you know, I want to get up and before everybody wakes up, I'm going to spend 3 hours today and try to sell some, you know, life insurance. That's what I can do. I can't go to Florida and then pressure wash a house here in Tennessee at the same time and make money. I got to schedule that, and then I got to schedule it around weather and everything else. So, a lot of advantages. If you guys have any questions about it, you know, feel free to email me or text me, call me, leave it in the comments. You know, I answer all the comments as soon as I get them, or best that I can. But like I said, nothing towards blue collar people. I just want to get out of that industry. You know, maybe I'm getting soft as I get older. Maybe so. I don't know, but I'm ready to get out of that. I'm ready to let my mind work more than my body, and still be able to help people at the same time. So, like I said, if you guys hear this and you have questions or concerns, hit me up. I'll tell you what process that I went through. I'll probably make a video one day, but I'll show you the process that I went through and what I had to go through to get licensed and where I'm at and how it's going. And we'll just go from there. So that's my time for today. I got to go trim some bushes this morning. You know, with finishing the season up with my customers, I have that responsibility to take care of them. And, you know, it's first week of December. So I have leaves, I have gutters to clean out. So I'll go do those jobs, you know, one day, and then I'll be doing insurance the next, and then, or maybe the next 2 days. And next week is raining every day. So I can almost guarantee I'm going to be just dialing next week, you know, for life insurance, because I don't see it, you know, being 30 and 40 degrees and at 50-60% chance of rain and me be out here doing stuff. But I'm trying to get my season wrapped up now for everything. Not to say that some things won't get called in. Not to say it might not be 65 degrees next week and people call and I'll still be able to schedule stuff. But we're just getting everything wrapped up here. That way I can really put the effort into the insurance like I need to, and just go from there from here on out. But you guys have a great day. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time. That's my time for the day.